I'm going to tell you something. This Dominican Republic is in a real state of fear. They just went from a 5 o'clock curfew or 8 o'clock curfew to a 5 o'clock curfew today. So now you're locked in at 5 o'clock because 8 o'clock wasn't good enough. I don't know. You're only allowed a couple of people in the stores at a time. Um, I mean, the same that's probably going on everywhere else in the world. But yeah, it is bizarre beyond belief as to what is happening. It is not by any stretch of the imagination normal. I'm going to wait and see how many people come into this live feed so that we can have a short but meaningful discussion in respects to what's going on. I sincerely hope that you guys are okay. I hope that God is present in your life and that you are open to hearing God's voice in these days. Let me see who popped in. We got one person. Yaz Will, what's going on, sir? God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Yeah, we're in a very, very interesting, would probably be the most interesting word at this point. We are in interesting times, a very interesting situation we see ourselves in. And let me just say this, most of us, those of us that are awake and that have been, looking at the truths and trying to figure out what's been going on and what's coming. We come on now, we knew this was coming, right? Kingston, how are you? Supposed to be a lockdown. I've been able to work for the past weeks. Well, that's good. At least you're working. Um, from Kingston, Ontario, James, how are you, brother? I got a friend that lives in Kingston. He's a military guy, very, very good friend of mine, Kevin. You see him come in here sometimes. He's from Kingston. I'm from Toronto, Canada, originally, living over here in the Dominican Republic, trying to stay afloat and keep people fed. Very, very difficult. So here's what's happened: is now they've gone from an 8 o'clock curfew to 5 o'clock. So now you have to be in your houses at 5 o'clock, which 5, 8, I don't know how that matters, but yeah, they're now actually discussing the possibility of a 24-hour lockdown, which I just spoke to a friend of mine in Russia, and she says that Russia is under a 24-hour lockdown. You cannot be out of your house. If you need something, they've got 800 numbers you can call to get things delivered to your house. It is definitely not a good situation over there. I don't think it's a good situation anywhere, but I know the Dominican Republic is getting worse and worse by the moment. Sarah, how are you? Sarah Mason, how are you? Denver, Colorado, Columbus, Ohio. Um, yeah, listen, they're doing something. There's no doubt. Anybody at this point that thinks this is just a virus that's got everybody locked into their houses and under martial law, and if they really believe that's all it is, then I'm glad you're locked in your house. I'm glad that you have some time to think about whatever it is that you're thinking about. Because maybe, just maybe, you'll click on a video that tells you about God, and maybe you'll listen, and maybe you'll pick up your Bible and come to know Jesus Christ. Maybe, just maybe, if you get stuck in your own self long enough, you'll take a look outside of yourself and find some truth. No, I'm under the impression they're doing something. They're definitely setting something up. Possibly 5G in schools, 5G in different locations. There's definitely something going on that they do not want people to see. So yeah, they got people locked in their house. They got people off the streets. It's very possible that we're witnessing something right now that we kind of knew was coming. We had an idea that this was going to happen in our lifetime. I'm under the thorough belief that they're resetting a system. They're preparing for something. They're going for it. I thoroughly believe that something isn't right. Here's something I was looking at today. Have you guys seen an image of this coronavirus? An actual image, a scientific image. It's a globe covered in triangles. Triangles all over a ball, all over the globe, all over this fake spinning wet ball rocket. They've got triangles. That's the image of the coronavirus. Now, I don't know about you guys, but to me, that is a little bit coincidental that the spinning wet ball rocket has been exposed. They're using a globe as an image, a ball as an image of this virus, and it's covered in triangles, covered in pyramids. It's just way too in your face, in my opinion. It's a lot more than just 5G. I think 5G is a part of it. I also think I think they're resetting the system. I think they're bringing in New World Order. I'm a thorough believer that that's definitely a possibility. Um, Censorship. It's not just a distraction. It's a wanted just a distraction. They would just hold some, world event of all of these celebrities getting together doing another "We Are the World" video. Distraction is this isn't a distraction. This is a lockdown. This is much different than a distraction. This is a show of might, a show of strength. This is a show of just how easily they can get people to consent and conform. And it's brilliant, regardless of how we look at it. It is a powerful, powerful voice. They've sent a message out to the world, and that message is do as we tell you. And think about that. Do as we tell you. I told you the coronavirus image is a ball. It's a globe with triangles, with pyramids all over it. Is that by coincidence that it's a ball with showing triangles all over this ball? They're showing you the Illuminati has taken over this world. That's exactly what we're witnessing. We're witnessing the Illuminati. We're witnessing the evil powers that be. We're witnessing them showing us their power, just how much power they have. Passover 11 days is coming up. And that's when, if you do the math, when everybody started quarantining, and they said it was around the 16th of the month. So about April Fool's Day, the whole world gave up their rights and was told, go stand in the corner. And they all got up and stood in the corner. What an amazing, amazing show of power they just put over this world. And it's interesting. It wasn't just America. It wasn't just Canada. It wasn't just Europe. It wasn't just the Dominican Republic. I'm talking everywhere in the world is doing exactly as they're told. And don't be surprised if when this comes to, pass, whatever happens, whenever they, give the signal that everything's okay, they're going to tell everybody the reason why we were able to get through this is because you did as we told you. You listened to us. Just know that if you listen to the government, everything is going to be okay. This is the message that they're sending out. And it's loud and clear for those of us with ears to hear. We are a razor's edge from 666, my friends. Absolutely. Absolutely. Look at Corona. Corona is 6 letters. If you add up Corona, where letter sits in the alphabet, Corona. So Corona is 666. It's 6 letters. And Corona, when you add up, I know, right? I know that's crazy. I know that, wow, that's maybe a coincidence. No, Isaiah 26:20, go into your houses and shut your doors and do not come out until the wrath is past. Today's date is 26/20. The 26th of the month, 20th year, 2020. So, I mean, if you really kind of look at what's going on in the world and figure it out and get an understanding of what's seen where there is 4-inch nail falling, 4-inch hail, really. Yeah, we are in unbelievable times, and I really hope that we are able to get through this and come out stronger in God, stronger in Christ, with greater faith, greater understanding. I sincerely hope that we are able to, be able to get through this, but have the power in God to be able to be lights to this darkness, because that's where we are. We are in severe darkness right now. And it matters not, the people that think they understand or the people that think, they got a beat on life. I don't care if you think you got a beat on this. You got no beat on anything. If you're locked in your house and stuck on Netflix or stuck on CNN or video games or playing board games at the dining room table to get through this and not paying attention and not researching and not picking up your Bible and getting a deeper relationship with Christ, you haven't got a beat on anything. 4-inch hail in Texas. Wow. Wow. That's crazy all on its own. That's something to think about all on its own. I got my daughters telling me I need to come home. I got my family telling me I need to come home because I'm going to be a target in this country very, very shortly because I am a white guy in a country where people are going to be starving, people have no income, everything's shut down. It's not going to be long before people start looking for means to be able to feed their families. I already take care of people here, so I'm just kind of locking myself here and feeding those that I need to feed, sending out food to those that I need to have food sent out to. I'm using the police here. I've got a police officer that's helping me distribute food in a police vehicle. So I've got at least some kind of common sense in order to combat what it is that's coming or what is happening. But let me just say this to you guys, and I mean this sincerely, and I really hope you understand when I say this. We're right now at a 5 o'clock curfew. They're talking about doing a 24-hour curfew that you can't leave this house. You can't leave your premises. So that means I'm not going to be able to go to the bank and get money to get food. Very shortly, they're going to put an end to me being able to do that. So I need somebody, any of you guys that can help us over here so that we can sustain, at least for now, until I figure out what I'm doing. I may be heading back to Canada on the 23rd. I don't know, the 23rd of next month. But if you can, if it's in your hearts, if it's in your ability, right now, under my videos, you can find my PayPal link. Go there right now. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do it much longer. Maybe over the next week I'll be able to do it. But at some point, they're going to lock this country down. I'm working on getting a flight out of here for the 25th or the 23rd. I can't remember. My daughters are looking at it. But I may have to leave this country. I don't want to. My heart is here. My ministry is here. My love for God is in this country. I do a lot for a lot of people here. But it may get to the point where I'm going to have no choice but to exit this country because they're going to start killing people like me. And I'm not saying that jokingly. I'm not saying that for sympathy. I'm telling you that this country is going to do what it has to do to feed their children. And if they see a gringo, they see a guy like me here, and they know I help people, it won't be long before word gets out and people are going to start crashing my door. And people are going to start coming looking for me. And I'm just saying that, I have to consider that as a very strong possibility over here. It's already third world. It was already threatening. I already had to be careful. But that's about to get real serious. That's about to change from be careful to seriously watch your back in this country, because right now we are on the verge of something very, very serious to happen over here. People over here will do whatever it takes to feed themselves. See a gringo like me, I'm going to be a target. Oh, it's very dangerous right now. This is a very dangerous country right now. I'm in a very volatile situation. This is a powder keg right now. But the kind of target I'm talking about, James, isn't the target, with the government. I'm talking about people looking to feed their children, people looking to put food in their houses. That's the kind of target. Right now, that's the target that I'm looking at right now, is that people are going to start wanting to hurt me, that I got to be very cautious. I got to make some big decisions here on what I'm going to do. And if it's in your ability, if you have it, look it. I might not be able to go tomorrow or the next day. I don't know when they're going to start canceling 5 o'clock curfews and turning them into 24-hour curfews. I got people here that are trying to escape the country right now. There's some Russian people that I talk to that are trying to escape this country because they know, and they're afraid because they realize where it is that we are and what it is that's happening. So I'm just asking you guys, if it's in your ability, hit the PayPal, and let's see if we can't at least feed some people while I'm here, because I may have to leave. And I want to make sure that I feed some children before I go. I want to make sure that this flat out elected family helps out the children. I can't just leave. My heart is so broken right now. I can't even tell you how broken my heart is. I haven't slept. I'm just sitting here in this apartment in full concern of what's going on and what's about to come. Yeah, this country's under serious attack right now with fear. The demon of fear is all over this country, and you go ahead and starve these people long enough. Believe me, they're going to come out. And it's not like these people are afraid to kill over here. I've seen people get shot over a cell phone. I've seen people get, macheted over a pair of shoes. I've seen people get macheted over stupid arguments. This country can be very volatile. It's a beautiful country for a reason. And it's going to get real, real serious. So I'm just asking, if you guys have it in your ability, if it's in your budget, if it's in your hearts, please help out with this country. I'll make sure that I feed as many children as I can before I get on a plane, and I'll put it back in the hands of God. But I may have to leave in 3 weeks. I may have to get out of here if I'm able to. I don't even know if I'm able to. This is all up to God, and my daughters are looking into it to see what can be done. But I'm definitely, for now, I'm stuck here in quarantine. I'm stuck here under a 25-day lockdown. I think it's going to be longer. I think it's going to be more like 90 days, possibly up to 6 months or a year. I don't see an end to this anytime soon. To me, this looks like it's gonna stick around long enough for them to get done what they need to get done. But they have sent out a powerful message that they're in control. That's exactly what we're witnessing. They have put out a powerful message. They're in control. But because the coronavirus is shaped like a ball, the spinning wet ball rocket they tell us we're on, and covered in triangles, covered in pyramids, take a look at the image of it and tell me it doesn't look like they're saying the Illuminati is going for, saying that's what the coronavirus looks like. So to me, it's an image that they're saying, look, we have full control now. They've done it. They're ready to go for it. They're not waiting now. That's just how I see it. It could be wrong, but the Lord has stressed on me that this event is not a trial. I already knew they had control. And if you didn't think they had control, you now know for sure they have power over the people. Yeah, I'm in a very volatile situation here right now in this third world country. Me, if you love this channel, if you love the messages that come from this channel, if you love what God has done through this channel, I gave some money today to a young woman. I didn't have much, but I gave her most of what I had because she has a daughter that's less than 2 years old and a son that haven't eaten in 3 days. And she was crying with her mask on and her rubber gloves and telling me, she got such a beautiful smile. I was like, Monica, take your mask off. At least let me see your smile. So she did, and she smiled with tears coming down her face. And I said, look, I don't have much, but let me just go to my house and bring you back some. So I came back. I had some rice, and I had some, I think I had like 1,400 pesos. I gave her 1,000 pesos. And, but she knows that that's not going to last long neither. She was like, thank you so much, Randy. But she knows that's not going to last long. She's going to have to, she's going to have to go through that same, in 3 or 4 days, she's going to have to go through the same pain. She's going to have to go through the same suffering. It's just, I'm really praying that God just wipes his hand across this earth that are controlling everything in the world right now, because it is nightmarish for cautious. I got to really be careful with what I'm doing, because I definitely have a target on my back in this country. I am a gringo in a third world country where, if it comes down to it, they're not going to care about my life. They're just not. They're going to be more concerned about feeding their. You thought I was a light-skinned Hispanic? No, I'm just an ugly old man with a big heart that loves people. I'm hard to look at, but I got a good heart for people. God has blessed me with his love and put it in my heart, and through him I have served him in love, because there's nothing else about me worthy, only him. If it wasn't for Jesus Christ, I wouldn't even be in this country. I don't know where I'd be, but I certainly wouldn't be here. He brought me here, and it'll be him that takes me out. Look, I gotta go. I just came in just to give you guys a quick update about what's going on. We are in very serious times over their workplace. This country doesn't have, they don't take care of their workers. It's not like they're still getting paid even though they're off work. These situation goes from bad to worse. It's a very volatile situation. I just ask that if you guys have it right now in your hearts, in your ability to help us feed some children today, that you go to the PayPal under my videos. I have a lot of videos. I've been doing a lot of God's work through these videos, putting a lot of messages up. I may not be able to do messages. I don't know what's to come. You guys pray for me, but if it's in your hearts, please go to the PayPal and send what you can so that tomorrow I can get up early and go to the bank and be able to grab as much food as I can for these people because they're desperate. They are absolutely desperate. Look at, I ask God to bless you guys. I might come on a little bit later. What time is it? I don't even know. I didn't even know today was Friday until somebody told me. I am so out of this world and so lost to the understanding of time and lost to the understanding of all of this indoctrination of fool. I'm so far removed from that. I don't even know what day it is. I'm surprised I even know the year. I have no clue about any of that stuff. The only thing I know is that God is going to bless those that take care of the little ones, of those that take care of those that are considered the least of us. And I'm going to tell you something, third world people, the most, and so I just want to take care of some people. Look, I ask God to bless you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. Yeah, I trust Jesus. You know that. I'm still trying to figure out, though, what my next move is, what God's plan for me is. Do I go home? Do I stick it out here? Do I suffer the consequences of sticking it out here? I don't know. I'm just really sad right now. My heart is broken for these people. My heart is broken for these people. I know that God gifted these people with a beautiful place for tourism, and their ability to feed each other and take care of each other was based on the tourism here. Every single tourist left. All of the hotels and resorts are shut down. I'm one of a handful of gringos, one of a handful of non-Dominicans that stuck it out here or that's still here, but most are leaving. It won't be long before I'm the only one. So anyways, I just ask, if it's in your hearts, if it's in your ability, please, right now, just if you can, if you have it, help out over here, because these people are not good. This is a very bad situation. Worse than I've ever seen. They were already starving. Now they're starving with zero hope. Like, I'm going to probably come back on in an hour, do another live stream. I just want to go do some prayer. I just want to spend some time with the Lord. I want to find some peace. I want to find some joy. I've had a very, very rough day dealing with stuff over here. I just want to go and just spend some time in scripture and prayer and just ask the Lord to just guide, because I need his guidance now more than I've ever needed it. I really need his guidance right now. Look, I ask that God bless you guys. Go find send some money if you can. I'll be back.